As tonight, presented Boxing After Dark.
Fight talk, can't hit a thing when the lights off. Can't talk heavy with a light jaw. Hold on. Fight talk, can't hit a thing when your lights off. Can't talk heavy with a light jaw. Might win, might lose, or might draw. Welcome to the combat talk. Haters in love, but it come back salt. If you really want it in the ring, I gon' send a contract off, knock his contacts out. You a field mice trying to take a viper. Ain't no competition in the ring of cipher. Cause I'm spitting venom and I'm swinging fire. Talking pickle peppers, make 'em pay the piper. Cause I might go left like a rude discussion and deflate your chest like a boob reduction. You be talking like you want a new concussion. Send a dude a custom attitude adjustment. These are fighting words, better give me that respect that I deserve. For another knuckle sandwich I would serve. Have him tipping, moving like a tire swerve. Out here acting bad, thinking Michael Jackson. Even got his one and only homie capping. You a phony homie, now you owe me action. Have him singing Tony Braxton. And they all wanna talk for attention, but the fame only lasts for an instant. Mama got hands, so I'm bred for the tension. I'ma leave him red, you can dance to redemption.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. Presents the featured event of the evening. As tonight, presented Boxing After Dark.
Fight talk, can't hit a thing when the lights off. Can't talk heavy with a light jaw. Hold on. Fight talk, can't hit a thing when your lights off. Can't talk heavy with a light jaw. Might win, might lose, or might draw. Welcome to the combat talk. Haters in love, but it come back salt. If you really want it in the ring, I gon' send a contract off, knock his contacts out. You a field mice trying to take a viper. Ain't no competition in the ring of cipher. Cause I'm spitting venom and I'm swinging fire. Talking pickle peppers, make 'em pay the piper. Cause I might go left like a rude discussion and deflate your chest like a boob reduction. You be talking like you want a new concussion. Send a dude a custom attitude adjustment. These are fighting words, better give me that respect that I deserve. For another knuckle sandwich I would serve. Have him tipping, moving like a tire swerve. Out here acting bad, thinking Michael Jackson. Even got his one and only homie capping. You a phony homie, now you owe me action. Have him singing Tony Braxton. And they all wanna talk for attention, but the fame only lasts for an instant. Mama got hands, so I'm bred for the tension. I'ma leave him red, you can dance to redemption.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to Combat Talk with the King, the professional fan. Everybody ready? Oh, man. We back. I just saw Gabe Rosado. So we got one more fight before the main event. Gabe just lost. I really love Gabe. He was fighting Akhmedov. And he looks like he's at that stage, like, you know, I mean, he's been there for a minute, but he's also been turning up good fights. So they keep him in the loop. I don't know who he's linked to. I don't know if he's linked to Canelo, or if he's linked to Golovkin, but or he could be really good with Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn knows that he's going to get good rounds of work from him. So, you know, Rosado is there. So Gabe just lost by unanimous decision. It was a good fight. I can't take anything from it, but I don't think Gabe won any rounds because he's at the age where he's fighting in spots. He's not fighting, 3 minutes of every round. So that's kind of hard, especially right now when he's fighting younger dudes. Let's see what we got going on in here. Yeah, that's right. Squad up. Salute. We got 20 watching. That's what's up. Got 13 likes. Who thought that we would get here with Canelo and Triple G? I thought that fight was going to be made a minute ago. Oh, we're getting ahead of ourselves. What y'all sipping on tonight? Rum and Coke. You know what it is? A classic. Because this is supposed to be a classic fight, and they better turn out some classic results. So, Rum and Coke, classic. All right, so we have a whole bunch of fights going on. We're going to talk about those fights. I just want to know what everybody thinks about this fight here. You know, we have a ton of fights coming up for the end of the year. I'm looking at a whole bunch of fights that's on the screen right now that's going to be heading our way. I think next week we got Shakur Stevenson, and that's on a Friday. So I'll be doing a combat talk on a Friday. You know, and I really love Shakur Stevenson. I love how he fights. I love what he brings to the fight game. So that's next week. But what do we got today with these two dudes that we saw already? We've seen 25 rounds so far of these dudes, I believe. What is it? 24 rounds. And today, round one will be the 25th round of these two dudes getting it together. I thought the first fight, Golovkin won. Clearly, the second fight, Canelo won. Now these dudes is fighting for Canelo's super middleweight because he's the undisputed at super middleweight. He has all 4 belts, and you know Golovkin has 3 belts at middleweight. They're not fighting for his belts, Golovkin's belts, Triple G's belts. They're fighting for Canelo's 4 belts at super middleweight. So if Golovkin was to win, he would have 3 belts at middleweight and 4 belts. He'd be the unified at super middleweight. And remember when Canelo went up to fight Bivol, he was going after Bivol's belt. So this is a little bit of history here. But what do y'all think? What do we got going on here? Don Q, that's what's up. Hot chat, what's up? Got that vodka and cranberry on deck. I'm just playing cola tonight. That's what's up. Canelo by decision is plus 200. What do we think? Triple G by decision. It's really weird. This one here doesn't give me vibes of a decision fight. I think Canelo his shoulder is a little bit achy. His knee is definitely a little bit achy because of the bands and stuff that he wears. You know, those are to help you with training, help you push you through things. Triple G, as rigorous as he's been, he hasn't had as many fights as Canelo has recently. So you could say that he has more mileage on him in these last couple of years, right? Whereas Triple G probably fought once or twice. Canelo has fought at least 4 to 5 times, you know, in that period of time. So and he lost to Bivol, which was a bad loss. It wasn't a good loss where he lost in a good way. He lost in a bad way. He wasn't knocked out, but he wasn't how we want to see competitive Canelo style throughout the fight. I thought Bivol took control and was actually content with going the distance instead of trying to knock Canelo out. So I don't know. I think this one kind of favors Golovkin in the sense that his bread and butter is power, right? But power is the last thing to go in a fighter. So you would say that power is always going to still be there. Canelo has power too, but he has sharp power and he punches in between shots. So I don't know, man. Canelo wins. Yeah, that's right. You know, Isaac, it's really who has more tread left on the tire. To really be serious with you, it's who has more in the tank. Who wants it more? What does this really mean to Canelo? Does it mean something to Canelo wearing the Dolce & Gabbana and coming up there in the nightgown? You know, at the weigh-in. Shout out to the weigh-in. Both those dudes came in at weight. They both came in at 167. Golovkin was 167.8 and Canelo was 167.4. And, you know, the weight limit is 168. Canelo's been at this weight longer than Golovkin. But Golovkin walks around at probably 175, probably, you know, his walk around weight, right? So you got to think about it. You got to think if it is this beneficial to Golovkin or is it beneficial to Canelo? How much weight does Canelo walk around with in between fights? What are we seeing here? What was the thought process? when these two are entering the ring. And I believe entering the ring, Canelo feels that he's at the superior weight because he's been at this weight longer. And Golovkin, this is his first attempt to go up in weight. And Canelo's younger. He's sharper in spots. Golovkin is heavier handed and more slower foot. So if Canelo lost any step in his feet, does it equal? Do they equal in foot movement? That's the big thing, right? So we have the one fight right now that's getting ready to go down, and I'll give you the introductions and everything to that fight actually happening. But they walk into the ring right now. So I just want to know your thoughts on who you think is going to win today and why. Because it can't be, oh, I just think, Triple G by decision. Why? Why by decision? Do you feel that he's going to outwork Canelo? Do you feel that Canelo lost a step? Or do you feel that Canelo will win by knockout or a Triple G? I think we have never seen Canelo truly hurt. We've thought we've seen Triple G hurt, but we've never seen Canelo truly hurt. And does he really get hurt? Does he get hurt with a body shot? Has people been trying to hurt him too much to the head, pause, and not the body? And is the body the key? So right now we have Israel Gonzalez versus Jose Rodriguez, super flyweight championship. 12 rounds, 114 weight. 114 is like one of my legs or something like that, or a leg and a half or something. So you got both my legs out there fighting each other. Ridiculous. Let me see. In a nightgown. Facts though. If you look at it, he came out there in a 90. So I think that's the most disrespectful thing that you could do. You come into a weigh-in and you're wearing a 90. You come in with your slippers, your nightgown, I don't know. Is it a foreshadowing? I'm gonna put you to sleep, put you to bed. I have no idea. He started doing this a minute ago, and I thought it was highly disrespectful. And he's just leaned heavy into it. That it has been part of his thing. I don't know if he has a deal with Dolce & Gabbana showing their nightwear. But Canelo has been doing this every weigh-in. He comes with night gear. And I don't know if he comes with slippers on. Me, personally, I'll come with some Crocs on. You heard? Crocs and a jock strap. Pause. and get on the scale. You got to be as much as disrespectful as possible. Psychological edge. I don't know, man. But I just find it so weird and so disrespectful that your man does it. And nobody says anything about it. Nobody says, yo, what the hell are you doing in this nightgown? But nah, he's outside. Let me see. Cotto brother hurt Canelo. Oh, yeah. That's right. And he finished Cotto's brother off. Pause. Yeah, that was very early on though. But how many years ago was that? That was like 10 years ago, right? Nah, I'm talking about mature Canelo. You talking about pre-Floyd Canelo? I'm talking about mature Canelo. Pre-Floyd Canelo, I thought Floyd hurt him with a couple of shots, but Floyd wasn't the one. That's not Pretty Boy Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd would have jumped on him. Pause. But that's Money May. So Money May, takes his time. Money Mays wants to go the distance. So I know all you heard about Spence and your boy Bud Crawford supposedly is a real close on that deal, and the fight's supposed to be for November 19th. That would be a hell of a birthday present for Cog, and my daughter and all the Scorpios. Shout out to the Scorpios. He said, geez, King, we got to pause your whole convo. Hey, yo. Facts, though. Oh, man, I just want that fight to happen. There's a lot of fights that I want this year to actually just go through. Like, I want to see Deontay Wilder get rid of his next fight and move on to fighting Andy Ruiz Jr. If they're talking about Joshua versus Fury, Where does that leave Usyk? Is Usyk who does Usyk fight? Right, that leaves Usyk out there to fight somebody. Does he fight Big Baby Davis? Does Big Baby Davis? I mean, he's still in the wings. Does he get a shot? And then you move on to Ryan Garcia. Does that fight happen with Tank? You have Devin Haney versus Kambosos too. After that, who does? I believe Devin Haney wins that fight comfortably. Who where does that go? So we have a lot of fights. So Shakur Stevenson, I think, is the first domino to fall next week, and I'm not losing. I mean, just as far as pushing the narrative forward of fighters that we want to see fight each other. So Shakur moves on and fights somebody, or fights the dude that he's fight next week. We also have what is that? Not Chris Eubank Jr. versus Nigel Ben's son, Conor Ben. That's supposed to be a good fight. Conor Ben is coming up 2 weight classes, and they weight draining Chris Eubank Jr. to come down to a catch weight. So I think Chris Eubank Jr. is going to be weight drain going into that fight. Conor Ben will be coming up, so he'll have a lot of his power going into that fight. I think that's a lose-lose proposition for this dude, Chris Eubank Jr. I don't think that's a good proposition for him, but it's a good money fight for him. That's a perfect money fight for him. I think that works in his favor as far as cash goes. But he had the opportunity to fight Triple G. He had the opportunity to fight Canelo. He had the opportunity to fight the Charlos, and he took a different route. And I don't think that route was conducive to his growth. Yeah, he got and we're talking about Chris Eubank Jr. He got with Roy Jones Jr., but did that push him anywhere? Did that take him to the next level? And I don't believe so. I believe we started hearing less about him since then. What we got going on here? I got Spence in the War of Attrition. Yeah, this is true. Buddha time. Yo, first of all, my dinner Buddha was fantastic. My wife made Chinese food. So she's not Chinese, she's Dominican. Excuse me. She made shrimp fried rice. And she has to mix it up Dominican style. So she made fried tostones, and so that was definitely popping. And my son was like, "Oh, I didn't really like the tostones," and I was like, "Well, son, give me your tostones," and that's how we got the rum and coke. After that, a good wash down. Fuzzy, what's going on, baby? Yeah, Spence in a War of Attrition. Eubank didn't cancel the fight. The fight isn't canceled. Actually, the fight is still there. I don't think they had enough interest in the tickets, and they're trying to drum up interest for the tickets. So the fight is still there. Fonz, what's good, baby? Everybody. I want everybody to give a round of applause for my man Fonz. Fonz definitely puts in that work. Love everything he does. I love his retro gaming show. Every time I watch it, I get vibes of me walking in the arcade. So definitely say what's up to my man Fonz, and I love the hell out of you, brother. I love the hell out of you. I swear to God, it's one of the dudes that in our gaming community that I am so happy that I've met, and I have an opportunity to even reach out and talk to, So Fonz is definitely that dude. He's real. There's a lot of fake guys out here. He's one of the real dudes that's always been there for me and been there for the team. So give a shout out to Fonz. Much respect. Thank you for watching, Fonz. Hopefully me and you can have a drink tonight and watch the fights, Definitely. Everybody here. So we had a fight before the main event. We got Rodriguez versus Gonzalez and flyweights. I hate when they put flyweights like right before like middleweights and stuff like that. But I guess that's to get the energy in the crowd. As far as the matchmaker go, you got to be able to build the crowd. So they look like they're starting off pretty good. All right. So I'm not going to go do the fight by the blow by blow for this fight because I'm going to save the blow by blow pause for Canelo versus Triple G. But let me see. You said a war of attrition. Somebody said a war of attrition for Spence versus Crawford. I think the moment Crawford lays his feet flat, that's when he's cooked. He has to. I hope he's jogging this whole way through, and Crawford does do a lot of road work. I hope he's not lifting too much weights. I hope he's practicing moving for all 12 rounds, because he's going to be hunted for 12 rounds, and I hope Crawford works on his jab, right hand, or jab, left hand, depending on if he goes southpaw or if he goes orthodox. I think he's gonna go stay southpaw in this fight. I don't think he's gonna go to orthodox. I don't think that works for him. And I think he moves the whole fight. He has to move the whole fight. He has to give Spence angles. If he doesn't give Spence angles and turns and pivots and shifts and moves and uses his strength on the inside to wrestle Spence, I don't think that he's going to be able to survive that type of fight, because Spence is going to place his shots the whole night, all night long. He's going to place his shots, and he's not going to waste shots, and he's not going to give too much for Crawford to work with. So Crawford has to be able to make his shots. He's going to have to be able to move, dip, dive, and try to pivot. I do want that fight to go 12 rounds. I do want it to go 12 rounds. But I think if the moment that Crawford decides to go flat-footed and tries to stand in front of Spence, I think that is absolutely to his detriment. That has been to the detriment of anybody that stood in front of Spence. And if he feels that he's going to fight Spence's fight and stay in the middle of the ring, that is to his detriment. He's going to swell him up. And if he swells him up, that's it. And I've seen Crawford hurt, so I don't think Crawford can take Spence's punch as much as we think that Spence can take Crawford's punch. I think Spence can take Crawford's punch, but I don't think he can take a bunch of them, because Spence doesn't get hit back to back to back like Floyd. Floyd to get hit with a clean shot and move and dip, grab and turn and hold. You understand? So he understands when he gets hit, how to duck and how to roll. I don't know. I see a really good fight, but tonight I see two older dudes, and not saying in age, in fighting. You got Canelo and Triple G, in age-wise, they're fine, right? You got Triple G that's 40 years old, and you got Canelo that's what, like 30, 32, 34, something like that. But you have them fighting each other. But here it seems like fighters that are long in the tooth, that had so many fights. And they're too comfortable with each other. They know each other too well. We would see people that really just want to say, you know what, I have to put an exclamation point on this. Golovkin feels that both of those two fights that he was robbed. Canelo feels that in those, he's trying to get back from the Bilal fight, and Canelo feels like a sense of arrogance, like, this dude is still back here. I need to finish him off, pause, and get him out of there. Let's see what's going on. He said, "King, no more drinks." Yo, haven't had anything. Nothing. It's still there. Usually 9 times out of 10, the drinks still be there to the end of the fight. I don't even, nothing. Not at all. The craziest part about that is, it's the New Yorker in me and the circles that I'm around, that pause just comes out when you hear something suspect. It's kind of crazy. It's wild. If you got like two New York street dudes, that joint just hit like crazy. I'm holding it. I'm holding it because I was gonna say it right there. Fury versus AJ is. I think Fury kills AJ too. Pause. I don't think he. I think he stops him. I never thought AJ had a good chin. I never did. I never thought AJ had a good chin. I thought AJ was like a bodybuilder that they taught how to fight and had decent boxing skills. Very decent boxing skills. He has better boxing skills than Deontay Wilder. What Deontay Wilder has is better self-belief, better chin, and more power, right? Better conviction of self. Fury is a real boxer fighter to his core, to his heart. He's one of those little bad kids that you have in class. He's a menace to his core, and he knows how to fight. Fury's a big man that knows how to use his distance, know how to fight on the inside, know how to be vicious, and he understands the principles of boxing. I think Fury, if he ever continued, like if he fought, I told you, I think he beats the hell out of Usyk. I think Usyk stands, to stick around for a little bit. But I think once you get Fury going, like if he's truly motivated, really feels like he has to be the Gypsy King. I think Fury actually can be the most dominant heavyweight. Because remember, Deontay Wilder, if Deontay Wilder gets the knockout in that first fight, and they count Fury out in that first fight when he knocks him down, we don't ever get to see how fantastic Fury can be in the second fight, and so on and so on and so on, right? So, things happen for a reason. Sometimes you may not like it, but we don't get a chance to see how the greatness of Fury later on. He definitely shows how a big dude that doesn't have to look chiseled like AJ can actually hold his own, and be that dude, that fighter. Devin Haney Kambosos. Do y'all care about that fight? Or do y'all want Devin Haney to fight Tank? Because I wanted him to fight Tank right off the rip, but that when you sign a rematch clause, you got to go run that back, and there's no way in hell Kambosos is let that money fly out the window. He don't care if he get beat up. He wants that money. So no, at no point in time is that. So I can't wait to see that fight. I don't think Kambosos can do anything different. I think Devin Haney can take a little bit more chances and knock him out, to be honest with you. I think he can go for the knockout in that fight. He said Fury is more loved here in the UK than AJ. I don't know. I live in America. So how we view, I think AJ should have went with Floyd. I think AJ, after his loss to Ruiz, I think AJ should have went and stayed at Floyd's boxing camp. I think he's a little delusional in the sense that he has a lot of yes men around him that surround AJ, and I think AJ needs to be in Floyd's environment. He needs to be in that dog pound environment, the dog eat dog environment. Whereas it's not saying that he needs to be humbled. He needs a grounded base reality where he's not walking down the street with a bunch of adulation, following him. I think he needs to be in a situation where he can walk down in Nevada and nobody cares. It's like, whatever. It's a big dude that boxes, opposed to if he's in London, that swamp him. You feel like a superstar, and his arrogance after the end of the fight, to take away that from the moment of Usyk. We cut off the fight, right? We left after Usyk had beat him, and we was like, okay, the fight is over, and we left, and we didn't even get a chance to talk about what the hell he just went bananas. It's his reality got shattered. So if he was grounded in reality, I think he works a little bit different in those fights, to be honest with you. And sometimes you have to keep yourself in an unstable environment, in an environment that is grounded, opposed to a sheltered environment. Stay away from there. That's why a lot of times, Oscar De La Hoya would go train in Big Bear. He wouldn't go train in California. He would stay away from certain areas where he can actually focus on being not the celebrity, but being the fighter, and he can walk around and nobody cares of who he is. So, when Shane and these dudes will go away to these training camps, you go away to these training camps to take yourself from that environment, get away from these people that supposedly love you and keep giving you thumbs up and telling you you're doing the greatest when you're not. You want people to tell you, yo, work on this, your chin is whack, or work on this. When Oscar found out that his chin was whack, he got Floyd Sr. to teach him defense. So, and I didn't see AJ work on things to change. He needs to work on things to make him change. So right now we're in the third round and they doing what flyweights do. Touchy, punchy, touchy. And they look pretty decent. I mean, we here for the main event. We here for, Triple G. I'm surprisingly, this time I'm going to go for Triple G. I didn't like certain things that I saw in Canelo Bivol. I didn't like certain things that I saw in a lot of the Canelo European tour that he was going on gathering the belts. So, I mean, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like Triple G is going to bring a lot to the table. I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong. I still think that Canelo wants a quick win. So he looked along and said, who has the biggest name, who I can make the most money with, and who I can look the best with, right? And I think he chose Triple G out of that grouping because I think he felt that Triple G was the weakest out of the group. So let me see. Did AJ did the 8-mile ending freestyle after? Yo, facts. So I don't know. You gotta really think. Triple G might have a little bit more in the tank because he didn't have all those extra fights, and Canelo could have less in the tank. Because he had all those extra fights. He went on that European tour. Remember, he went and got all 4 belts, but then he also had to have the fight up there and the first fight up there. And then he went and he fought Bivol. So you're going to say 5 fights, right? To be honest with you, in that period of time. What's going on, Suicide Kings? And that's a lot of high caliber fights in a short period of time, where Triple G probably had 2 fights and he got knockouts, right? So it's just the wear and tear on it as you see. I really honestly believe tonight might be Triple G's night, or might be Canelo's night to lose the fight. Should have Canelo went straight after Bivol, because Bivol said that he would go and fight Canelo for his belts at 168. He said he'll go down to 168 and give him the rematch. So Canelo didn't take the rematch with Bivol, and he opted for Triple G because maybe he feels like the Bivol fight will be still on the table, because Bivol has a fight coming up next too. And they asked Canelo, would you fight Bivol if Bivol lost? And he was like, nah, I wouldn't fight him. Same way he said he wouldn't fight David Benavidez because he's not going to fight any Mexican fighters, which I believe is a bunch of BS. If you're a fighter, you fight everybody. No, I don't care the race. I don't care if we both black, we're fighting. You're in my division, we're fighting. I don't care if we're both Mexican, we're fighting. I don't care about that. So that I found that to be very odd. That was a supreme duck. Like I'm just gonna duck this dude, and we want to see him fight these fights. We want to see him fight, David Benavidez. We want to see him fight DiCarlo, Jamal. We want to see him fight other people, but we're not gonna like Boo Boo. We're not going to get a chance to see these fights if he's not willing to make these fights, and if he's still on that European tour fighting those European upright dudes that give him the best ability to win. And this Triple G thing. So I think tonight, biggest thing that I've heard, this is Canelo's last fight with DAZN tonight, right? And he might be going to the PBC. If he goes to the PBC, then you might have him fight Charlo if he wins. If he loses, does the PBC want him? and this is the last fight with Triple G and DAZN. So that is a weird dynamic, right? Because if Triple G wins, does he re-sign with DAZN? But who does he fight after that? At super middleweight, right? That's where Chris Eubank Jr. really screwed himself out of a bag. Who does Triple G fight next? Because he's not going to go up to fight Bivol, and Bivol he won't fight Bivol. All right, so that's out of the question because Bivol is at 175. Who the hell does Triple G fight at 168 if he beats Canelo? Do we get a chance to see part 4 of this? Does anybody want to see a part 4 of this? I know damn sure I don't want to see a part 4 of this. Unless this is crazy. Unless it's a Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard type of thing. Let me see. Valbon knocked out Adrian Peterson. Yeah. What are your experience with boxing? I used to box. I used to box a minute ago. When I was younger, Golden Gloves, stuff like that. And always been around boxing and boxing circles and boxing people all my whole life. You know, Superman, Aaron Davis. You know, that's my guy. Iran Barkley, Pernell Whitaker, rest in peace. So I was always in circles, always, you know, sparring with people, you know, and stuff like that. What is it? Don King, Carl King, Don King's son. Those things. I used to be at the Gleason's gym all the time, you know, down there. I come from Fort Apache Boxing Gym on 3rd Avenue in the Bronx. It's no longer there, but that was the boxing gym I was fighting out of. That's the boxing gym Hector Camacho fought out of. And because of Hector Camacho, rest in peace, I went to that gym. He gave me my first money to pay for the gym. It was a crazy day. He pulled up in a Ferrari. I've never saw what a Ferrari looked like at my age, and you know, we watched the car because he went to go see somebody at Maria Lopez housing projects. Watched the car. He came out. He was like, here's $50, and he was like, if you meet me at the boxing gym, I got more money for you. So he sped up the hill in the car, and we went chasing after him. And I guess the dudes I was with, they stopped running, and I just kept running. Kept running, and got to the boxing gym. And by the time I got to the boxing gym, he was already warming up, and like that was the first time I ever seen a dude like jump rope like that. The way that Camacho jumped rope and hit the speed bag, and then he was hitting the heavy bag, and he gave the guy another $50, and that I think that paid for me for a year. I gave all my money. And I think that paid for me for like a year or something at the gym. And Hector Camacho was he was the most magnificent boxer I seen physically in front of me. So fast, lightning fast, and his hands and his feet moved. It was like God kissed this guy and gave him these powers, and he was just super electric, super fast. Anything that you see on TV doesn't compare to what it's like seeing that man in person move. It was like trying to hold Mercury. The guy was that slick, that fast, that elusive, showed you different things, and he was unapologetically never afraid of anything in the ring, nothing. Whatever, he showed you how to counter certain things, how to do things to make people throw certain shots, like you'll fake your shoulder throw, and the guy would toss, and then he would roll back and do a check left hook. And Hector fought with his hands in a posture that made it seem like he was inviting, but he wasn't. He was always prepared for whatever he was going to throw. Early Hector Camacho Jr. was a fantastic fighter to watch, and impossible to quantify. When he fought Edwin Rosario, he beat the snot out of Edwin Rosario, but Edwin Rosario hurt him a lot in that fight. Nope, the fight didn't start yet. You wish I covered the KSI fight? I hate gimmick fights like that. He fought 2 dudes in one night. That was so gimmicky, man. That was so, it was so cringe. It was so cringe. It was so, the only fight that I wanted to see was Fousey Tube, because I can't stand Fousey Tube, and I wanted to see Fousey get beat up. That's the only fight that I watch. I'm going to do this Anderson Silva fight. I'm going to do that fight. I'm going to do the Anderson Silva Jake Paul fight, because I want Anderson Silva to beat the hell out of him. And I think it's just something for us all to laugh about, and have a good time about. I honestly want Anderson Silva to beat the brakes off him. I think he thinks that Anderson Silva is a joke. I respect Anderson Silva. I love to give Anderson Silva my money. I don't think he got paid enough when he was in the UFC. So of course I will definitely do that fight. And if dudes tune in and watch, cool. But it's more out of pure respect for Anderson Silva and pure disdain that I have for Jake. But I think Jake actually brings something to the space. I think Jake is a funny comedian, and and he's just like a little bad boy that wants to fight. So I'm down with it. I'm down with it. He said, "Let's go about time." I mean, y'all into that stuff, so I'll cover it if it's good. When he was gonna fight Rockman Jr., I was gonna cover it because I was gonna respect Rockman Jr. getting a bag. I think Jake is entertaining. I don't think KSI is entertaining. You understand? Like I don't. He said we want it all. I don't think KSI was entertaining. I thought it was sloppy. I thought it was nasty. But as funny as we see Jake Paul is, I honestly believe that they do put on funny but decent fights. Him and Nate Robinson. That was hilarious. The memes that came off of the Nate Robinson fight was absolute. I haven't seen Nate Robinson since. And I know y'all probably do, because y'all probably follow him on Instagram, on Twitter or whatever. I haven't seen him since. And I thought he punched his soul out of his body. So I thought that was hilarious. And I need some get back. I need dudes to get him back. But I think Dennis, and I call him Dennis the Menace. I think Dennis the Menace is gonna just continue to do what he do. I just hope Anderson Silva actually, catches him with something, does something to him. Yeah, he needs to be brought down. He had a few fighters pull out. Yeah, y'all all spot on with that. I didn't know who KSI was supposed to fight. See, the thing with KSI is, I don't think he can sell a room as much as Jake. I think Jake sells a room more than Luke. Just to be honest with you. I think he's a pure salesman and he understands how to sell. It's a difference between being a great fighter. You can be a great fighter and nobody knows you. I don't know how many of y'all knows Boots Ennis, right? And he's a phenomenal, great fighter. But there's more people that know Jake Paul, and Jake Paul isn't he takes boxing seriously, but he's a good seller. He gets to sell himself more. And I think at this point in time where everybody is on social media and everybody is on Instagram, Twitter, and all this other stuff trying to sell themselves, trying to chase clout, trying to get likes and stuff, I honestly believe Jake is the master of that domain, and he sells himself like no other. So he can sell out a room. I don't think he was selling well with Rockman Jr. So they had to bring in a big name like Anderson Silva. And it's working. Everybody's interested in that fight. I would have loved to see him fight Mike Tyson so Mike Tyson could finish him. Pause. Yeah, he knows how to get people attention. Like that time when he was laying down and he said that he was being resuscitated or something, or he injured himself trying to promote the fight. I thought that was absolutely genius. When he said, nurse, I think we're losing him. I think he's a genius. I think he's a genius in that space. So yeah, I'm gonna cover that fight, and I want to cover that fight. I think that fight is definitely worthy of our time. We're in round 7, and Rodriguez and Gonzalez is still in the center of the ring, and they're head to head, and they're just pushing on each other and jabbing and hooking on each other. It's a good, decent fight. It's a good, decent fight, but the zone never really gives you the best undercards, right? So your undercards is always going to be filled with people you might know or people you might have heard of when it's a top card. All the money is going to Canelo and Triple G because they have to. When they put a card together, you pay, right? So you pay your top people, and then you pay everybody else the money that's left over. And first of all, the zone is not supposed to be on pay-per-view. The zone is supposed to be on the Zone network that I paid $100 for the year. And they told us in the beginning that there won't be any pay-per-view. Remember, the Zone was supposed to be the pay-per-view free model, and now we have pay-per-view, right? And the only way he was going to get pay-per-view, that's the only way he got Canelo in there, because Canelo commands a big purse. So you have to do pay-per-view in order to give him the revenue in order to push the fight forward. So like we're at almost in round 8. This fight is probably go 12 rounds, and then we're going to get to the main event. And I honestly believe that this might be Triple G's night. This might be Triple G's night. So highly possible. And you got a lot of Canelo fans that's here and across the world that is looking for Canelo to beat the hell out of this dude. So I don't know. I don't think out of both those fights that it happened. I thought they equally fought each other very well. First fight, I thought Triple G won. Second fight, I thought Canelo won. He did. So third fight, somebody got to step it up. Somebody has to lose a step. Let me see. KSI sold out the O2 Arena, sells out music concerts, pretty sure. 500K pay-per-view buy as well. Jake is bigger in the U.S. though. He's fought sold out pay-per-view. All I need for my channel is TV and movies, and this will be my go-to for everything. Well, you are in luck, sir. Attic and I is working on a show that will make its debut probably in 2 weeks. And we will cover some stuff that you're going to be interested in. It's going to be on Mondays. And you will definitely like the show. So we're crafting the show. We already have the intro for the show. We already have the direction for the show. And we're just working on little extra stuff, overlays and stuff like that. And it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very good and very entertaining. And the topics and stuff will be very good. So you will love it. I think it's going to be phenomenal. And it'll be something dope. So maybe, hopefully, it'll be the one thing that you can definitely just look to, He said, I need this gas money. Let's go Triple G. He said, I need this gas. Wait. So you bet on Triple G, and what's the betting line on Triple G right now? Anybody know? What's the betting line on Triple G for what's the betting line on Triple G by knockout and decision? Because that should indicate a lot. Because Vegas knows a lot of things. So the bet line should definitely indicate. Well, this fight is heating up. Rodriguez versus Gonzalez. The fight is heating up, and you have Rodriguez pressing Gonzalez up against the rope, and Rodriguez is working the midsection. Gonzalez is fighting off the rope, and he just spun Rodriguez around, so they clinched in the center of the ring. But the fight is heating up. It's looking something decent. No, me and Attic. Yeah, we're talking about if it's going to be a call-in show. It doesn't fit the format of that. See, like this show fits the form. This show shouldn't be down here right now. As soon as everything is finished upstairs, then this show is going upstairs to the. It's like a lounge type of room, and it's a lounge feel because it should be a lounge feel, right? This combat talk should be a lounge feel. You should be able to call in and talk to your homies. That's the feel that I want. That's the mood that I get. Like even with the lighting, I don't do the lighting the same way that I do the lighting for when I'm on ILP. All right, as y'all see, this is off. They're not on. My cabinets is not on. I turn them off. Because I want the mood to feel different. So when we doing combat talk, I want the call-ins. I want y'all to call in because I want to engage with you. The same way that you ask that question, I want you to call in and ask that question. I want you to the super chat. I want you to hit the cash app. I want you to talk all the way through. Okay, so we got a knockdown right now, and we have Gonzalez down. All right, he's being counted. He looks busted up. So it's gonna be something good. It's gonna be something really good. But I don't think that show is gonna be a call-in show for the simple fact of how the format is, like the topics and stuff like that. So not at all. So this fight is almost over. This dude he hit him low. that's why he dropped him. And he's whining. Aye. Yeah, very, very, just not a good shot. Not a good shot at all. But Attic and I, it's not me. KOS is me. Combat Talk with the King, that's me. The Attic show is Attic. But the show that Attic and I gonna do, excuse me, that's us. That's a collabo thing. We're gonna have merch for that show. New merch is coming out as well for ILP. We just talked to our merch guy, and that stuff looks really, really good. Attic worked hard on some stuff, and it's some really nice stuff coming that you guys can wear. You're gonna see me, wearing a lot of the stuff. It looks incredible. Like takes up the whole T-shirt type of thing. It's very dynamic, very different, very in your face. It's very good stuff. Very good stuff. Let me see. Can we have a membership thing where we can call in? Yes. Where's the Fonz and Key UFC show coming out? Love Addicts, great combat talk. RIP, a different animal. Facts though. Yo, this is true. Combat talk with the King and me on ILP is different. Yeah. That's the truth. Like right now, you get me in chill out mode. Me on ILP, I'm hanging out with my friends. So I'm a beast. I'm a different animal. But yeah, for sure. Let me see. What's the question that he asked? Fonz and the King. Me and Fonz were supposed to be doing a UFC show. It would have been the professional and the novice because I really don't know too much about UFC, to be honest with you. I know a lot of the fighters. I know enough to know a triangle. I know enough to know mount. I know enough to know side switch over positions and stuff like that. What Cog and them hate that I say is bare naked choke. So, those things right there, they can't stand. And I will have to be educated on that. So, let me see. Okay. Well, Cut Above, Hustle and Motivate isn't on Addict show anymore. It's Addict and as Dirt is on the show, and what is it? BitCloud is on the show. So yeah, we got they're in round 9 right now, and you have Rodriguez hunting Gonzalez. He's switching and pivoting, shooting a jab, stalking Gonzalez, and it's really good. It's very good work that he's doing. It's just right now I want to concentrate on future fights that we have coming up. Like who should Ryan Garcia fight? Ryan Garcia is the one that's out of the loop right now, and I thought him and Tank would have already signed the fight, right? I thought him and Tank would have had the fight in principle already done for these two to fight in December. Why isn't it happening yet? You know, we're already going to have probably Fight of the Century with Bud and Spence in November 19th. Why don't we end the year with Tank versus Garcia? And I think that's a huge way to end the year. And then you can set those lightweights up to well, not lightweights, lightweights up to 135 fighting next year, because you have Lomachenko versus Haney. I think that's after if Haney wins. So that's a decent fight, a very decent fight. I don't think Lomachenko wants Devin Haney, to be honest with you. I think Devin Haney is one of the most skilled fighters. I just don't think he punches hard enough. But I don't think he stepped into his man strength yet. So when he steps into his man strength, I think Devin Haney could actually turn that into something positive. I think he can actually be there. He said Ryan should. You said Rolo as Rolly. I don't think he fights Rolly. They sparred together, right? Before, remember we saw the sparring? Sparring is different than fighting. All right, so, but I don't think Ryan Garcia fights Rolly. He should. But who does that leave Tank with? I think Tank doesn't have a dance partner, and I think he needs a dance partner for the end of the year. He wants to get that bag before the end of the year is out, right? And so does Ryan Garcia. I think it makes sense perfectly for these two to fight each other, to be honest with you. I think, honestly, those two should definitely fight. So Ryan Garcia, if you're listening, and Tank, if you're listening, tell your promoters you want this fight to happen. And you can do it at the end of the year for the holiday year. Make it happen. You two need each other, and y'all can turn that fight into 3, 4. Look at Canelo versus Triple G. They done turned this into 3 fights. They done got the bag 3 different times from fighting each other. You two can do the same exact thing. You can turn this into Tommy Hearns versus Sugar Ray Leonard. You can turn this into that thing. Make it happen. Don't be afraid to catch a L. Win. Go fight. Lose. Go fight. Make a ton of money. Devin Haney, he's fight Lomachenko. Probably fight Lomachenko like 2-3 times. Because that's how Top Rank is going to do it. He's already fighting Kambosos twice. So he's probably locked up into the situation. What's the other kid? Oh man, what is the other kid that he just lost? He lost to Kambosos, and he lost all the belts. My God, what's the kid that lost to Kambosos, that lost all the belts, and he just came back to take over? Lopez. I want to see him fight. He can fight Tank, or he can fight Ryan if he's not afraid. Well, he went up to 140, and I think Ryan is up at 140 right now, right? So Lopez can fight Ryan. I don't know. Or Tank can fight Lomachenko. Just make the fights for the end of the year. We have good fights that's on deck, and these dudes should be fighting each other opposed to fighting nobody. And I think that needs to happen. I think that needs to be the priority on these dudes, is locking themselves into fights for the end of the year and stop protecting these O's. Everybody thinks Floyd protected his O all the way through. He fought who was available, who was in front of him. He just happened to beat them all. Back in the days, people didn't care. They just fought. Let me see. I think Oscar doesn't want Ryan to take that fight just yet. I'm with you. Oh, yeah, the buddies, so they can fight. And what happened with Rolly. What does your who does your tech stuff? Do you hire someone and you need someone? My tech stuff like what, Cut Above? What do you mean? Like to do overlays and stuff like that? Like we have a team you know, we have Graphic Guard, we have De Niro, we have Sean LeBray, intros and stuff like that. So we pretty much keep us, you know, at Iron Lords, we pretty much keep a tight circle on artists and stuff that we work with. And because the bigger we are, we want to give back to everybody that helped us. And those individuals have helped us tremendously. So anytime we do make anything more, we go right back, hire the same people, pay them whatever more that we're able to do to advance and to get them, you know, that super bag. I really want to get a chance. They're showing Canelo getting ready. The fight is getting ready to happen. I think we have like one more round left, and then we on the main event. What time is it? Where are we at with the time? Yeah, I said by 11 o'clock we should be getting ready to get over to the main event. Triple G door is locked right now. All right, so they showed Canelo and Triple G door is locked. Okay, so this is the 11th round, and they're really going at it. Let me see. Oh, like OBS stuff? Yeah. The fight didn't start yet. It's getting ready to start right now. Fight isn't over yet. We got one more fight before this. I mean, before the main event. I mean, this is the last fight before the main event. So, and then the main event is going to go on. So, like Graphic Guard did the overlays. If you look at any of my credits in the beginning of the show, it tells you who did what. So we have Drumstar, who did that beat. If you love the beat, Drumstar did that beat. If you love the rap, the vocals, that's Dallas the man. He did that. So reach out to him if you need any of that stuff. OBS stuff, Graphic Guard, him and I talked about the vision that I have for certain things. So I send him the track, I send him the vocals, then we work over the stuff and we sit down, we have a brainstorming session, and then we go over the visuals of everything. And then that stuff happens. So it's incredible stuff that happens. And I gotta go to Teespring store. The shirts would be available soon. The Combat Talk with the King. Those shirts is gonna go up. Probably should be up by tomorrow or whatever. I'll definitely double check that, see when those is up. But those shirts should be up there too. And KOS t-shirts is gonna go up as well. So, and then the new show with Attic and I, those shirts is going to go up too. And you guys are going to really like those shirts as well. You know, really, really nice stuff. So OBS stuff is Graphic Guard, and, you know, sometimes depending on the overlays and stuff like that, it's probably Sean LeBray or De Niro Pinero. So very well-known dudes, very likable dudes. Use their stuff, hit them up on Twitter. Fantastic dudes to work with, very professional. And that's what I like the most. This guy is back on the floor. This guy is back on the floor complaining about a clean punch, and he got hit. You know, it was kind of low, but I can't stand that, man. Just fight and get it over with. All right, so they're back in the center of the ring, and you have Rodriguez hunting Gonzalez again. He's going in for the kill, jabbing, right hands, left hooks. He's working Gonzalez because Gonzalez looks like he's ready to quit, and Rodriguez is pouring it on right now. He's stalking him. He has him in the corner. Does a left hook inside, pushes him off. I wish this was the 12th round already, because we have 13 seconds left in the round, and we're going to the next round. Nobody told me what was the betting line on Triple G versus Canelo, and I got to find out what's the betting line, because the betting line really will tell you what does Vegas see. Does Vegas see a knockout, a upset, or something of that nature? Is it going to be? I honestly believe that tonight might be Triple G's night. It might be. And if it is, where does Canelo go with back-to-back losses? You don't think that's in the back of his head right now? Back-to-back losses? Because remember, yeah, he's not coming from winning anything. He's just coming from losing. So back-to-back losses for Canelo would be detrimental to his brand as supposedly the best in the world. Well, he's not the best in the world if he took that loss. He should definitely be like ranked number 8 now from the loss of B-Ball. I need to hire him to do all my YouTube stuff and back and stuff. Yeah, Graphic Guards does really good work, but it also depends on what you're looking for, right? So I gave you 3 different names of really good dudes. So we have a super chat with Redon 202 $2 super chat. What's your favorite boxer to watch all time now? Whenever I want to see the sweet science, I watch Muhammad Ali. And I know that's kind of corny. I know you're like, yeah, King, everybody watches Muhammad Ali. But no, when I was young, I really didn't know what Muhammad Ali brought to boxing until I watched him and I studied him and watched why he did the Ali shuffle and watched why he did the pull counter and watched why he punched to the head. The majority of his shots was never to the body, was always to the head, right? And he always leaned back and moved with shots, and he had a certain rhythm to him that offset everybody's rhythm. They were always half an inch too far out of the zone. Ali didn't take a lot of punches when he was Cassius Clay or early Muhammad Ali. And then the next person I like to watch is probably Pernell Whitaker, a good friend, or Floyd, Pretty Boy Floyd. I was just watching Pretty Boy Floyd versus Diego Corrales the other day. So it's my thing is geared more towards boxers and how they move in that space, how they interpret shots coming their way, how they see shots. Everybody sees shots differently. A true fighter is getting punched, and he's getting punched with his eyes open, checking for the next shot and how he's going to counter and roll the next shot. So, and I watch that and I see that, so those things intrigue me. Footwork intrigues me. So, and I know you would say I would like Bud over Spence. I love Bud. I love how Bud moves. I love Bud's whole. I think he's a savant. I think Bud is incredible. I just think this fight is too much of a reach for him. It's too much for a grab for him. And I like Spence. I like those guys that bring a blue collar fighter that sits down in the middle of the ring and gives everything, like, fights. And Sugar Ray Robinson. I wish the fight is over. I wish Sugar Ray Robinson had more footage. Vintage Sugar Ray Robinson. I wish we had more footage on Sugar Ray Robinson. I think Sugar Ray Robinson was the greatest fighter who ever lived. And I wish we had more footage of him. Absolutely insane person to watch box, fight. A pure animal. It's a pure 100% animal in that ring. If he wanted to do it, he did it. He had the foot speed, the hand speed, the power. The most complete fighter I've ever seen in my life. That's like if God came down and picked fighting. Like I watch what is that? Baki, right? And I watch those tournaments and stuff like that, right? And the Kensen tournaments. And you see all those, like, they bring dudes in and they master these moves and they master. Watching him, it's like watching like a Baki tournament and the guy with the iron fingers and stuff like that. That dude was so good. Sugar Ray Robinson. Absolutely an incredible fighter. Dropping to show you some love. Oh, what's going on? Thank you, brother. The man who got them horns. Yes, I'm ready for that Crawford Spence. Yes, I am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the fight is over, and I believe that Rodriguez beat Gonzalez, hands down. All right, so, and now we're going on to Triple G versus Canelo. And if I said it wrong for you, then it's Canelo versus Triple G. And, you know, they're going to do the whole national anthem thing, and then they're going to do the whole insurance, Eye of the Tiger, and get to the fight. But 11:05, yeah, I figured by 12 o'clock the fight should be over. Excuse me. This is going to be, is it going to be worth the price of admission? Yeah. I think tonight, anybody who paid they pay-per-view money tonight, I think you're going to get your money's worth. From Canelo needing this win to Triple G wanting this win, I think you're going to get your money's worth. I think you're going to see these dudes fighting their heart out. I think Canelo has something to prove, and I think Triple G has something to prove. So together, I think you have the recipe for a tremendous fight up ahead. I really believe so. I really believe tonight we're going to see the best of both fighters. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so in my heart. I hope they don't come out and lay an egg. I hope they give exactly what the people want, and I think the people want either a knockout. How spectacular that would be. A knockout. Something that we didn't get in the other two fights. Because we didn't get a knockout in the other two fights. We didn't get people going down in the other two fights. You know, we just got two fights of people trading back and forth and not really, really hurting the other guy, not putting the other guy down. So Jay Primo says, Triple G. I mean, y'all could start voting now. Y'all can start voting now. Put those knees on the line now. Let's see what it is. I don't know, man. I got Triple G in this one today. I don't know how many times you can come up to the podium and get the short end of the stick. I think today he tries. The problem that I have with Triple G is his slow feet. His slow feet is a problem for me. And I think Canelo has the quicker feet. So if Canelo lost his step and it can get him closer to Triple G's feet, then Triple G has a shot. Because I still believe that Canelo has the quicker hand speed. And I think Canelo is more adept to punching in between shots. Triple G always throws that looping right hand, right? Always throws it down, looping. Canelo snapping left hook inside, snapping left hook inside. You know, he'll jab, snapping left hook, and then the straight right. His right is straight. So Triple G throws a nice jab, but that looping right hand always comes down. I think that looping right hand gives Canelo too much of an avenue inside the middle. But if this is the opportunity that Triple G can work the uppercuts on the inside, right? And he did like the last half of the second fight. The second fight I watched the last half of it. Triple G started landing uppercuts on the inside, and Canelo started in turn doing the same thing. So if Triple G can work him with the jab, throw the looping overhand right, and bring an uppercut inside, I think that's quite doable. I think the dude that he has training him now, his trainer now for Triple G, because it's not Abel Sanchez. I think it's Malik something. I think he brings a different style to Triple G. So remember, the last fight was Abel Sanchez with Triple G versus Canelo, and I think that's when he got rid of Abel Sanchez because he didn't like the same result, right? So, and Eddie Reynoso Jr. is still training Canelo, right? And everybody's always said that, Canelo needed to change Eddie Reynoso. He's very loyal. He won't change Eddie Reynoso. All right, so we're on to the main event. This is the last fight. And this is what we came to see. Undisputed super middleweight championship of the world. Canelo is the champion. So this is what we came to see. Canelo's looking at Triple G like he's bread, like he's food. And Triple G is looking over at Canelo like, thank you. Thank you so much for giving me the nice drama show. Because that's what he calls it. He calls this his drama show. This is going to be a real fight here. Two guys that aren't afraid to fight. Let me show that. I don't know why they hid your joint. There you go. Canelo got a stoppage in the 10th, hoping Triple G gets the window. I got Canelo stoppage in the 10th, hoping Triple G gets the window. So, all right. So you got Canelo stopping Triple G in the 10th round. When was the first time you seen Triple G down? Right? We've never seen Triple G down. I've seen him hurt. I've seen shots where he's got hurt. We've believed that he got hurt. All right, so we've never seen either one of these dudes down on a knee. We damn sure never seen him on that back. I need somebody to get hurt in this fight. Not hurt like, walk away hurt. I'm talking about I need somebody to put some serious damage on the next fighter. And these dudes have not done it yet. So either age or comfortability leads y'all to believe that a stoppage is possible from something we haven't seen yet. And I believe the betting lines in Vegas would be indicating that as well. Those are impossibilities that may not happen. Do we want to see it? Hell yeah. I want to see either one of them take a shot and be like, oh my God, and go to the knee. I want to see more drama than what we've got, and I don't want more of the same. They keep charging pay-per-view for so much right now. You're looking at probably the first fight was probably $59.99. Then you're looking at the next fight was probably another $59.99. And this fight, you're looking at $200 we done gave these dudes, right? 200 plus. I want a knockout. We're demanding blood now. We are demanding blood now. So somebody got to leave it out there. Somebody got to go in and go get it. Somebody got to put they nut up or shut up. All the way in. Put the cards in the middle of the table. Put all those chips in the middle of the table. Let's go. Let's go. Make somebody got to leave it all out. Somebody can't wait for tomorrow. There's no tomorrow. Somebody got to leave it all out there today. I don't care for no decision. I don't care for, I made it 12 rounds. Somebody got to leave it all there today. And I want to see who it is. I have Triple G in 11. What up, King? Let's get it. That's right, Soul Track. Damn right. That's right. What's good with you, bro? Been so out of it. I forgot this was fighting night. God bless 108 Dragons. Bariqua's in the house. What's going on? 100%. I hope all of y'all watched 108 Dragons today. He had some good topics on today. It was a good show. So I hope all of y'all checked in and watched 108 Dragons. That's my guy. That's my block brother. You got Bivol versus Ramirez next, and that's November 5th. So anybody that is seeing Bivol fight when he fought Canelo, if you like his style, you like how he fight, next fight is coming up November 5th with him versus Ramirez. Ramirez is a Mexican fighter that Canelo said he would never fight, which is kind of crazy. What's going on? Yeah, his Call of Duty stream was fire. No, we're not playing Fortnite after the fight. I'll be playing Fortnite with my wife. Pause. Gotta get some rest tomorrow before the podcast. Because tomorrow's podcast, if y'all didn't know, Jim Dance Moves Ryan has gave the king more ammo. And a lot of you dudes is going to have Hayachi face tomorrow. Boy, oh boy. Just when you thought it was safe to come back outside. Crikey. They have left King loose. We got a big one, folks. And I think I'm going to go wrangle him in. Let me see. Yo, Tracks, let me tell you, man, it's been going south for them dudes. It's been absolutely going south for them dudes. It is what it is. Hopefully God of War comes out next year so I don't have to lose this bet. But if it comes out this year and I lose my knees, daddy, oh well. Hopefully that's a really good game. I think I'm just gonna have to bend the knee to my my PlayStation and change my name. I'm gonna lose Xbox 360 level 1. I'm gonna try one more time and just it is what it is. And God bless. I'll change my name to something equally disrespectful. You know, like Wild Buck. You better not buck up on me, boy. You better not buck up on me. Got a lot of Xbox dudes in the house right now. If you're watching, for sure. Oh my God, if you're watching the DAZN joint, they have a lot of my peoples up there right now. So they're going through the crowd. You got Michael Buffer. Love Michael Buffer. I think Michael Buffer, you know, is a treasure. They're dragging it out right now. All right. So I guess they have a start time that they have to start with by what it's 11:17 now. So I think they have a start time probably by 11:25, 11:30. So right now they're talking about merch, and DraftKings is talking. That's the sponsor for DAZN, and they're getting ready to have Triple G come out because remember they're fighting for Canelo belts. So Canelo has all 4 belts, and they're fighting for Canelo belts, and Canelo is coming out last. All right, and it's going to be indicative on how bad Canelo wants it, and how soon Triple G gets to the ring before Canelo walks out. As a lot of this stuff is mind games and they're posturing right now. So they're giving you a pay-per-view presents. They're giving you the spiel right now. They're just showing the promo one last time, and then they're gonna go into Triple G coming out. Let me see who wins in the boxing match between Jim and Phil. I think Phil's a real fighter. I think Phil is a real fighter. Don't get it twisted. I think Phil is more like us than you think. Be honest with you. Let me see. Can't wait for ABK to be done to see Phil's next move. My PlayStation got a Dusty Boy. This is true. I got Canelo 1-8 Dragons. Glad to see you. Phil's an athlete. Yeah, I think Phil is more like us, and that's not just because I rep Xbox, or that's not because I gave him the name that I gave him, Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer. It's not even that. It's just the fact of the matter that it's the measure of the dude. He stands by his words and he sticks by his words, and he's been real. So a lot of dudes try to cap and think they got him in the bag. Oh, he said this and he did this. No. 99% of the time, you know, whatever he says, he does, and he sticks by it. So if something changes, it changes. You got Canelo, Bones Slave Cali team in the house. What up? Woo, woo, baby. What's going on? My man Bones is checking in. If Bone Slave is checking in, Cali's watching. And if Cali's watching, we rocking, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yes. Yo. That's the hardest working man in the business. My man Bone Slave, man. Love this dude, man. He know I ride for him for sure. He know that. Oh, man, that's my dude. A lot of people, boy. A lot of people on the check-in. So there's a lot of people up watching this fight. Man, oh man. I think what we got? We got yep, it's 11:20. I think they got 11:30 check-in. That's right. ALP West, baby. 100%. Let me see. Ain't no way someone who holds a controller like he does is knocking out Phil Facts, though. Let me see. He could try, but he'd catch a... I'm going to let that rock. All right, so they got Canelo in the back. He doesn't look too warm. That might be a problem. You know, I like to see my fighters warmed up before the fight. He's coming out with red and white, Canelo is. And then, okay, so now they showing Golovkin. He's getting warm. All right, so he's back there. He's throwing his jabs and working his combination. His footwork looks pretty decent. He doesn't look plodding. He looks like he's not like weight drained. Maybe the whole time we was getting a weight drain Golovkin going into the fights. You know, I don't know. Maybe this 168 is a problem for Canelo because Triple G has been fighting at 160 for so long, right? And him trying to make that weight 160. Maybe sometimes he can't make the weight. Maybe sometimes he could. Maybe sometimes he's getting down in weight. Even though he's going up to fight Canelo, and Canelo's been at this weight for at least 2 years, right? At least by any stretch of the imagination. It could be longer, but by at least 2 years. And now we have Triple G going up to his domain, but maybe Triple G was wearing himself down trying to get to 160, and maybe he didn't have to do all of that this time. Maybe that, because listen, that extra 8 pounds, you know, carries. And like he said, he was able to eat his meals, and he was able to do the stuff that he was able to do. All right, so we have Canelo right now. Now he's looking a little lathered up. Pause. And he looks ready. He looks ready. He looks ready. I remember the second Triple G fight. I think that's when Canelo debuted the beard. And I thought somebody told him that the beard helps him take shots. Because remember, back in the days, they used to make you shave your beard before you fought so that you didn't have that cushion. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing, something to look out for. I'm not a boxing guy, but this stream is the vibe. So shout out to King. Thank you, brother. Always appreciate the time and effort and content. Canelo's too strong. If he catches Triple G, it's over. He caught him a couple of times the last 2 fights. I don't think it being over. Some physiques just can't work as well as in higher weights. That's true. All good, Dolph. Jim calling cops as soon as Phil reaches whatever ring. Facts. That's a fact. You know what? You're right. Sometimes bodies can't carry that extra weight going up. So that's something for us to look out for too. They are 4 years removed from the last fight and a little bit older, a little bit longer in the tooth, a little bit more wear and tear. They could be tired of it as us. They could just want it over. Yeah, so Canelo's 32 years old and Triple G is 40. Triple G is taller, 5'10", Canelo is 5'8", and Canelo has a half-inch reach advantage over Triple G. So for Triple G to be taller by 2 inches, he doesn't have the longer reach. Is weird. It's weird. But again, at the same time, this is going to be something to see. They have a ton of fights in between each other. 57 and 39 KOs for Canelo, 42 and 37 KOs for Triple G. All right, so we have the principals inside the ring as far as the announcer, the WBC president. We also have the singers for the national anthem that's in the ring. So you got the one for Kazakhstan, and you have the one for the Mexican national anthem that's going to be sung right now. So let me mute them so we don't get monetized, just in case you do hear anything. All right, take them out. So yeah, I can't wait. Oh, so he's singing the national anthem for Kazakhstan. He has a beautiful robe on, and this is gonna be a fantastic thing, man. Yo, look at the crowd. They sold that arena out. Man, that crowd is massive, man. Oh my God. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. That crowd is definitely. They got Killmonger in the ring. Shout out to Killmonger making it to the fight. He's singing. No, Triple G's not singing, brother. The guy that he got singing his national anthem is in the ring, and he has a hell of a robe on. The robe is dope. It's like a royal deep blue with a black fur collar with gold lace around the outside trimmings with markings that goes around. It looks fantastic. It looks beautiful. It's a beautiful robe. I mean, and he looks like he's singing his heart out, to be honest with you. It looks really nice. It looks, the robe looks fantastic. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't cap. It's a dope robe. It looks like my Versace robe. Yeah, but it looks definitely a fantastic robe. Oh, the back looks nice. So they're showing the back of the robe right now, and he has an emblem in the back. It looks, oh man, if y'all get a chance to check out this robe, it looks nice. Looks fantastic. I don't know if it's a jacket or a robe, but it's dope. It's dope. It's definitely dope. And he has the crowd popping. Everybody standing up. He must have sung. I got to watch this again because he looked like he sung his heart out. Didn't get a chance to hear it. All right. So, and I guess now is the Mexican national anthem. Let me see. The cartel's in the building. In fact, you saw that, right? You saw the cartel, right? He said Canelo's going to conjure up the Aztec warriors. Quite possibly, sir. Quite possibly. All right, so now they should be singing the national anthem for Mexico. And you have a beautiful woman in very wild shoulder pads. And that suit looks nice as well. And she's singing the Mexican national anthem right now. And I believe that after that, I think Killmonger is going to sing the American national anthem. Yes. Shout out to the chat. The chat is outside, man. Y'all definitely been rocking with me all the way through. That building is packed. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say about Canelo. He could pack out a hell of an arena. He could pack an arena out, boy. Woo, man. That is no lie. That guy did not lose any whatchamacallit, any fandom. Those dudes is there. Here we go, boy. There's nothing like it, boy. It's nothing like a fight, man. Could you imagine all those people out there to see you? Just imagine that. Just take it all in. If y'all actually watching the fight and you got at least 40,000 people there just to see you, cheering you on, or the majority of those people is to see you. Wow. That is a feeling. That is a feeling. That's an addiction. You get addicted to it, can't leave the fight. It's kind of crazy, man. This guy is something special. Y'all better remember him. Because I remember when Julio Cesar Chavez was packing out stadiums like that and crowds was there for him. So lock that in your brain. Remember these moments. Remember these warriors that's fighting for you, putting their blood, spilling their blood for you. And remember these fights. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of dudes remember Jack Johnson and remember Rocky Marciano. And so we got Uncle Phil singing the national anthem, the American national anthem. I'm just expecting Will Smith to come out right now. Yo, this is crazy. Yeah, fighters can't give it up because they're addicted to it, brother. There's nothing like that high right there. You got all those people there, that adulation, that praise, people that brought your T-shirt, wearing your T-shirt there for you, wearing your merch, have your banners up, talking about, oh man, you walking out of that locker room, and those people screaming your name, cheering you on every time you throw a punch. Just think about it. Anytime you had got into a fight when you was a kid, and you know when you throw that punch and the crowd goes crazy. If you never had it, or if you felt it, if you felt that, imagine that times 40,000. Imagine that little circle that you was in magnified. That's crazy. I think these guys is going. I think this crowd is probably the bigger crowd that they had out of the 3 fights. I think I don't know. I got to go back and look, but wow, that is stunning to see. That is stunning to see, especially in the time of us coming from the pandemic and stuff like that. You know, us coming away from what we came through with people not being in arenas packed. Whoa, Triple G robe looks amazing. All right, so he has a royal blue and gold robe, and he's walking to the ring right now with his trainer. And that robe, as dope as that other robe looked, Triple G robe looks incredible. He's walking to the ring right now, and man, it's a nice robe. I'm a robe dude. Shout out to me. On the show, I'm gonna probably be wearing my Versace robe. I don't know. I'm gonna pick a day that I'm gonna put that on. I want to get the other one. Let me see. Can you think Chavez Jr. is Senior's real son or a cartel baby per se? I'm not going there because I don't need to be eliminated. But I believe that's his son. Stop that. And they all be like, "Oh yeah, facts." Ain't nothing like a real fight though. It's high and like nothing else safe for the fighter. Don't know anything else. At least that's how they made me feel. That's right. Robe looks dope. Good. Making sure he looks like he makes good when he said making sure that he looks good when he's horizontal. Yo, you's a fool. You was an absolute fool. You was an absolute fool. All right, so they got Triple G and they showing him right now throwing punches and stuff like that, and Triple G and Canelo fighting in the ring. That was back. That was the second fight. They showed the first fight. They showed the second fight. Now they're showing the build up to the third fight. And Triple G is making it to the ring. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be nice. I think this sets it off for the rest of the year. I think everybody has to step their game up for the rest of the year, for the ending of the year. I think every fighter for the ending of the year needs to step their game up. So Bud, Spence, y'all watching, y'all gonna have to live up to these expectations. This is where it's at right now. You want to pack arenas out like this. You want to have the level of adulation like this. All right, so Triple G is coming out right now. So he's walking down the hall by himself. And it's like a tunnel with his face and everything around it. And then he comes out of it. Looks like a portal. And he's walking to the ring. He's moving pretty briskly to the ring. The ring is really close, so it's not that far away from the dressing room, to be honest with you, from the entryway. So Triple G pumps his hand, goes through the third rope, walks around the ring, takes a bow, throws his hands up, skipping through, takes a bow to every corner. And you could tell somebody that's been to the Olympics, they greet every corner of the ring. It's show respect that they're taught like that to greet everyone. We have 80 people that's watching right now. Let's get those likes up. All right, so we have Canelo coming out right now. I told you it's going to be very indicative from when Triple G hits the ring to when Canelo comes right out directly. And Canelo is coming directly out right after, right? What I told y'all, 11:34. What I told y'all, they'll be in the ring. They had a mandate by that time to be out there, so they spaced out all the sponsors and everything by this time. That's why they showed that promo one last time, right before it. All right, so Canelo's coming out, sponsored by Hennessy, Dolce & Gabbana. And his robe is, it's like an old Aztec robe, longer than the Mike Tyson robe. Mike Tyson used to have that towel that he used to put on. So it's longer than that. And he's coming out right now. So they're giving you the montage with Canelo on the Jumbotron. And they're showing first him in a victorious pose, him with a crown on, him with the number one finger pointed up in the air, and him knocking out people on his way through, beating up Billy Joe Saunders, and so on. And he said, "What the F you done these past years?" Talking about Triple G. Told you, when Canelo was on that world tour, getting all those belts, what was Triple G doing? I told you that. Told you that. Now they showing him all the people that he fought, all the punches that he landed. So now he's showing a lot of his knockouts. It's the first time I saw it said ring walk served up by Hennessy. Crazy. All right, so he has the mariachi band, and that's a big mariachi band. They're all in gold, and they're playing his music as he comes out. And he has a singer that's in the portal singing, walking down first before him. It's an older gentleman in all black. The other mariachi dudes is wearing gold. And this guy has his hair slicked back with all black and silver highlights, like buckles and stuff like that on his attire. So the mariachi band is above the portal where Canelo would be coming out. So now Canelo is inside the portal with the singer, and he's bouncing. He's wearing his robe, Dolce & Gabbana robe, and it's in the colors of the Mexican flag. It's the red, green, and white. And the Canelo Alvarez logo is in silver sequence on the front of it. They're setting off sparkles. And he's standing there with the singer while he's ready. Yeah, Mexican Independence Day was yesterday, I believe. So Canelo's coming through now. He's warming up as he's walking. So remember when I told you how Triple G was walking to the ring very briskly, right? Canelo's taking a leisurely approach to the ring. I always know the eagerness of the fighter is how eager they are to get to that ring, right? That doesn't look as eager as I would like. And this is the moment you start to extrapolate little things and try to figure out stuff to see if you're going to win. If you're going to win your bet. Canelo's on the corner. Eddie Reynoso's holding the rope up, and Canelo does the double bob through. And he's in the ring. Praising one corner. Let me see if he goes to the next. Praising the next corner. Okay. Praising the third corner. And going to the fourth corner to praise the fourth corner. There you go. He says, "What's up to Killmonger?" What up, Eagles fan? Did we wake up Attic? Attic is up. That's my dude. Taking a shot of Fireball. Shout out to my boy Whiskey. God bless the dead. Anytime anybody says Fireball, that was his drink. Oh, here we go. Ho, 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 ho. Man. Man, oh, man. Triple G looks a little bit angry. He looks a little bit angry. Oh, does he feel like he's overlooked? Nice robe, though. It's a dope robe. Addict said, "You never catch me watching some boxing." That's my dude. All right, we got 81 in here. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. If you're watching, please, let's support. Let's get those likes up. Triple G looks a little bit off in the face. I don't know. He looks angry or something. Looks angry. I like angry. Angry is good for me. Oh, Dave Moretti is one of David Sutherland and Steve Westfield. All right, so we have good referees here, right? And Russell Mora. Russell Mora is the referee in the ring. I don't think I would have did Russell Mora. I don't really like Russell Mora too much. But again, let's go. So they're announcing them. They're saying, let's get ready. So I guess they're going to start the fight by at least 11:45. This is ridiculous. Yeah. The fight starts now. Let's go. All right. So give you a little bit of noise so you can actually hear that a little bit of noise, a little background. Don't hurt nobody. All right. There we go. 42-1 with one draw with 37 KOs. So 42, 1 loss, 1 draw, and 37 KOs. That's Gennady Triple G Golovkin. Woo, baby. Let's get ready to get it. Got two gladiators getting ready to get it on and mix it up. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. I don't care, man. Sign the fight, get in the fight, get the weigh-in. The weigh-in was good. Excuse me. They made it here. Let's see what they got. Whew. I still get butterflies before fights. Isn't that weird? All the fights that I've seen in my life, I still get butterflies between fights, right before fights. Especially fights I want to see. I get those butterflies. All right, so you got Canelo looking very limber. Let me see if he got that thing on his knee. Because I think he should have. Canelo's record is 57-2 with 2 draws and 39 KOs. So the first loss is by Floyd. Second loss is by Bivol. First draw is by Triple G. I forgot who was the second draw. Anybody knows who was the second draw that Canelo got besides the first draw with Triple G? I don't know who was the second draw. Who was the second draw that he got? That's weird. It's weird that I don't remember. But here we go. They're about to clear this ring out, get everybody out of this ring. Alvarez, let's go. This is now or never right now, guys. So if you pick Canelo, you better not buck up, boy. You pick Triple G. Yeehaw. Let's go. All right. They're standing in the middle of the ring. Triple G is looking at him intently. Triple G looks huge right now for some damn reason. Wow. He looks huge. All right, let's go. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Canelo's shoulders look a little bit smaller. All right. They're still boxing. They didn't, they're still bouncing in the corner. They didn't hit the ring yet, the bell. And let's go. All right. They're in the center of the ring, posturing. All right, so who's going to take the lead? Triple G throws the first jab. Canelo counters with another jab. Canelo tries to throw a left hook. Triple G throws a jab. I don't know if I'm going to say Triple G or I'm going to say Golovkin. I'm probably going to say Golovkin. Golovkin throws a jab. Then the center of the ring. Golovkin taps him with a jab. Canelo throws out a jab, throws a right to the hip. Still in the center of the ring. Triple G throws a jab. Gotta get used to saying Golovkin. Golovkin throws a jab. Canelo throws a hook. All the punches that I'm talking about is the punches that land. Okay? Jabs from Triple G. I'm probably going to say Triple G. Jabs from Triple G. And Canelo throws the first combination, steps in with a left hook that actually lands. He throws a left hook, tries to land the right hand. The right hand misses from Canelo. Triple G is just throwing jabs. No power shots as of yet. Canelo is the most limber and loose of the two. Triple G is just throwing jabs so far. So Canelo is more adept at throwing his right hand. He hit Triple G on the hip again with a right hand. So Canelo is bouncing. He's on his toes. He's doing more of the leading. Triple G is taking a submissive role. He's jabbing, no right hand. All right, he throws right hand finally, hits nothing. Jabbing. Canelo stepping and jabbing in, trying to land the right hand. So Canelo is close. He's dipping and he's moving. A lot of head movement, a lot of waist movement. I wonder when that stops. What does he become? Does he become a stationary target or what? We got 35 seconds left in round number one. That was quick that this round was over. So Triple G is back with the jabs. Canelo is leading and stalking. Triple G, again, I told you, is in a submissive mode. He's backing up, giving ground to Canelo. He's not pushing it forward. 10 seconds left in the round. Canelo is still standing there posturing. Okay. Round over. I give that round to Canelo. I think Canelo actually pushed the pace of the round. I think he was leading more than he was following. He was more adept to throw the right hand, where Triple G was just defensive and he was giving ground. So he was in a submissive position where he was just jabbing, not throwing his overhand right, and he was giving too much ground to Canelo. I believe Canelo definitely took round number one, to be honest with you. It wasn't a lot of things landed, but it was the fact that Canelo was pushing the pace. So he was ring generalship. He was leading. He was being aggressive. And to be honest, I think he landed the more punches. And so he landed the better combinations in that round. So round two is getting ready to start right now. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. Shout out to Joe Rogan sitting next to each other. And shout out to the big guy that's next to them that's happy as hell. All right, here we go. Okay. So Triple G definitely needs to start off stronger. He's throwing the jab, and Canelo does a sweeping left hook. And I'm telling you, Canelo looks like the looser of the two so far, and Triple G looks the most tentative out of the two. Canelo wants to mix it up more. So Triple G is throwing the jab. He tried a right hand right now, and it's not with any conviction. You understand? So, all right. So he jabs Canelo on the come through, and Canelo takes that jab. So Triple G is mixing the punches. Canelo is throwing left hooks and right hands, but they're missing. All right. So right now, Canelo is in the center of the ring. Triple G is landing. Canelo is trying to go over the top with the right hand. Again, Triple G is taking back steps while Canelo is pushing the pace. Triple G is jabbing. And Canelo is moving from side to side waist. All right, so Triple G does a 1-2-3, hit Canelo on the body, and Canelo goes right back to the jab. Looks very loose and stalking. Nice, good jabs going through. And he's trying the left hook, but the left hook keeps missing from Canelo. Shooting the jab. Triple G shoots the jab. He has an open guard and shoots the jab. Now Triple G is taking the lead role, and he hits Canelo with a left hook. All right, and Canelo hits him with a left hook to the body and a right hand over the top. All right. Here we go. Triple G back to the jab. And Canelo took back the lead position as far as pushing the pace. All right. 29 seconds left in the round. These rounds are flying by. All right. Overhand right by Canelo. And Triple G is back to the jab. And he throws a right hand to the body. All right. 10 seconds left. Triple G is pushing the pace. All right, so round number 2. I got to give that to Triple G. I thought Triple G did a lot more than he was doing in the first round. And I think Canelo missed a lot of his good shots that he had available. Those shots were there, but he just inches off. So probably by the third round, those shots that he's missing, he can capitalize on. Triple G himself was just landing the jab, landing the right hand, staying exactly where he should stay, and he landed a left hook that was inside that round. Canelo landed an overhand right. And like I said, I believe, honestly, they're 1-1 going into round number 3. So they showed the left hook that Canelo landed. It was a leaping left hook. But, Triple G lands the left hook the same way on Canelo's air. So, basically trading left hook. We got Steph Curry that's inside the ring. That's outside the ring. Probably third row. So round number 3, they're back in the center of the ring. Canelo tries a leaping left hook. And in the center of the ring. All right, so Canelo is pushing pace. So Canelo threw a left hook and a right hand to the body. Triple G is back to jabs. All right. And I really expected these dudes to sell out, but they're not. All right, left hook from Canelo off of a jab from Triple G. Left hook from Canelo. Triple G grabs. He had Triple G close to the ropes. I think, all right, left hook from Canelo. Canelo's pushing Triple G back up against the ropes. All right, Canelo is pushing pace. So I think Canelo is seizing the opportunity now. Triple G is back to jabbing. All right. And I think Triple G is learning a little bit more from Canelo, that he has learned a lot since the last time they fought. Very loose with his jab, very quick with the right hand over the top. So Triple G is back to his jab. Canelo threw a 1, 2, 3, hit the 1, missed the 2 and the 3. Back to the jab in the center of the ring. Both of them are in the center of the ring right now. So you want Triple G or Canelo to take the lead, to push somebody to the back of the ropes, to their backs to the ropes. All right, so you had Canelo land, threw a 4-punch combination, but landed the 4th shot, which was an overhand right. So Triple G is pushing him back, and Canelo throws a triple jab, the pushback Triple G. So, again, very, very slow starts right here. Right hand from Triple G. Canelo slides in and throws a left hook. We see right now they're posturing. Canelo throws a jab, a sliding left hook to Golovkin's chest. 32 seconds left in a round. 32 minutes. All right. Canelo lands a hook off of Golovkin's jab. Oh, good straight jab from Canelo. Pop Triple G's head back. Again, here we go. They're in the center. Then Golovkin throws a right hand. 10 seconds left in the round. They're just jabbing each other. Nobody's taking control. Got to give that round to Canelo. I thought Canelo was the aggressor when the round started, and I think he stayed the aggressor throughout. He slipped a lot of punches, threw a lot of left hooks, threw a lot of right hands, and then Triple G went back to his turtling, went back to his shell, went back to his jabbing and going to the right hand. He's playing it too safe. And before he knows it, that this fight is going to be in round 12 or round 10, and he's not going to be able to fight back. He needs to mount the attack now. Somebody has to be willing to get knocked out, and nobody's willing to get knocked out. Yeah. I don't think he's tagging the hell out of him. I think, honestly, they're just taking what they see available. Is it a bit disappointing for two people that have been in the ring with each other for so long? Yeah. All right, round 4. Back in the center of the ring again. All right. So Triple G steps in, and Canelo steps in with a jab left hook. Triple G back to the jab. All right, so back to jabs. All right, jab left hook from Canelo, pushing Golovkin back. And Golovkin goes right back to his jab. Left hook from Canelo. Triple G tries a right hand. Left hook from Canelo. And then back in the center of the ring again. A lot of foot movement, a lot of placement. All right, jabs from Triple G. Left hook from Triple G. Right hand from Canelo. Right hand to the body of Triple G from Canelo. Triple G tries a 1-2, misses. Canelo keeps hitting him on his side with the right hook. Right hand over the top from Canelo. Hit him with a left hook right hand. Canelo hit him another left hook. So far, Canelo is winning this round and got 1:36 left in the round. And Gennady is content with landing jabs. All right, right hand from Golovkin. And the fight hasn't, okay, left hook from Canelo. There we go, right hand from Canelo. Canelo is winning this round handily. Triple G is not doing enough to win anything in this round. There's a minute left in the round. Triple G is landing jabs. Like I said, again, jabs. And Canelo's landing jabs as well, but he's putting more behind it. All right, so Triple G throws, and he missed everything he just threw. He threw a jab or a right hand, a left hook. He missed all of it. Right back to a jab. Canelo sliding in with the jab. We have 30 seconds left in the round. All right. All right. Canelo lands an overhand right. Strong jabs from Canelo. All right. And we back to jabbing. Back to the jabbing. Triple G's turtling up while Canelo is doing majority of the work. 3 rounds to 1. Canelo is definitely winning this 3 rounds to 1 handily. Triple G doesn't seem willing to engage, willing to walk through the fire in order to land his shots, and he needs to engage at some point in time. Canelo looks like the more willing to engage. Jonathan Banks is his trainer, not Malik. Sorry, my bad. Jonathan Banks is Triple G's trainer, and Triple G is not pushing any pace at all. And there's no urgency in his corner, and there should be urgency in his corner. I think Father Time is getting to him. The dance around the boxing ring for 11 rounds, the last 20 seconds. Yeah. Not seeing the right hand from Triple G enough, needs to let it fly. Yeah, I think at this point in time, we might have to be concerned with Triple G with age catching up to him, because Canelo is willing to stay in the pocket and land these shots. All right, so round number 5. Here we go. Triple G needs to step it up. Canelo is taking full command of this fight, and he's fighting it at his pace, at his space, at his time. And Triple G needs to step it up. All right, triple jab. He's been like the jab man. And Canelo can just double jab him and walk him back, get him off his pivot. See? All right, so Canelo is pressing the pace, stepping in, double jab, right hands. Jab, double jab, right hands. Canelo, twice he's done this. Double jab, right hands. 3 times he's done this. Triple G, inside uppercut from Canelo. Strong jab from Canelo. Right hand, he's stalking Triple G. He's walking Triple G down. Left hook to Triple G. And he's stepping in, right hand to Triple G. Triple G is not mounting any offense back to stop Canelo. Canelo is just walking over him. Left hook from Canelo. Right hand from Canelo. So Canelo is continuing the double jab, right hand tactic. And it's actually working to perfection. All right, Triple G does 1-2. But again, it's ill effective until you mount a decent offense. Good jab. Canelo is giving a lot of feints, a lot of head movement. Right hand by Canelo. He keeps hitting Triple G on his hip. And he complains to the referee. Got a minute left in the round. Triple G lands a left hook. All right, so Canelo, Triple G is throwing a 1-2. Canelo standing there with his hands in high guard. And Triple G is not even taking advantage of this. Left hook from Canelo out of high guard. And he punches Triple G on his hip. And Triple G stumbles. Freaking shame. This is an absolute shame. Oh, smooth right hand from Canelo. That's a beautiful right hand. Oh, left hook from Canelo. All right, now this is how you step up in the fight. Yeah, it's Triple G shook. All right. Canelo goes back to a jab. Ooh. Ooh, man. 10 seconds left. Round's over. Canelo won another round. So you have 6 rounds to 1, in my opinion. And Yeah, Triple G looks old. He looks slow. He looks tired. He looks like he doesn't have it. It looks like he's gun shy. It looks like he doesn't want to engage. It looks like he's there to pick up a check. He looks like he's waiting for Canelo to drop the anvil on top of his head. He's standing around waiting for a bus, and the bus is going to come in as the right hand. The right hand is going to take him out because Canelo is throwing the right hand with impunity. He doesn't care. You know, just really doesn't look good if you're a Triple G fan. It does look like Canelo can keep this pace all night, and you might possibly be right that Triple G does weave into a right hand. That's highly possible. I mean, I see these things, but what I truly see is Triple G is flat-footed and Canelo is loose. You know, Triple G is trying to mount the offense, but he looks spent, like, I don't know, like he overtrained or something. I don't know. He looks old. He looks finished. It looks like he doesn't have anything there. All right, so Triple G tries to land a 1-2-3 and misses everything. Canelo is stalking him. Overhand right from Canelo. Catches Triple G. Canelo's back to the jab, back to stalking him. I think just Canelo should just say to hell with it and just take him out. All right. And they're back in the center of the ring. And Triple G is trying to show some defense while Canelo is pure offense. Pure offense. He's standing there with high guard. He's bopping from left to right. And Canelo throws Triple G throws a jab. And Canelo catches him to the body. I think that hurt Triple G. Canelo is letting these punches rip. You know, absolutely insane, to be honest with you. And Triple D is just jabbing. It's like his only defensive mechanism. You're not going to win this fight by just jabbing. And Canelo is tracking him. Canelo keeps punching him to the hip with that right hand. And nice jab from Canelo in the center of the ring. Good jab. Again, Triple G comes with a jab. Canelo goes to the left to the body, left hook to the body. Triple G goes to a jab. Short right hand. Jab again. Short uppercut. Through jabs. You got 40 seconds left in this round. And Triple G is not coming alive. Canelo comes with a left hook to the body. Triple G steps back. And Triple G is weaving while Canelo dances around him with a left hook and jabs. We got 10 seconds left in the round. Jabs by Triple G. Back in the center of the ring. Honestly, again, you can't give too much praise to Canelo. Canelo is doing everything to get this man to throw some punches. He's standing there in high guard without throwing any shots, looking for Golovkin to give him something to work off of. And Golovkin is giving him nothing. He's giving him jabs, very light right hands, nothing to actually push pace or inflict any damage, while Canelo is throwing left hooks, right hands. He keeps throwing the right hand to the hip area to stick that leg down in the ground, because like once that leg gets numb, you can't really move from that position, to be honest with you. So, excuse me, very strategic. He's punching the bicep. He's punching the hip of Golovkin, and he's keeping him stuck. But Golovkin is not pushing any pace. It's not like this guy is actually trying to win this fight. And this is ridiculous. You say it's his most active round, but how active is that? All right, so There you go. Canelo throws a right hand off the rip. It's blocked. And all right, Triple G trying to land some shots. Canelo throws a right hand and a left hook, catches Triple G. And an uppercut, catches Triple G. Right hand off the rip, catches Triple G. Uppercut right in the middle, Golovkin holds. Center of the ring. All right. Canelo throws right hand. All right. Left hook. There we go. Canelo is now putting in that work to knock out Triple G. And we might get a knockout in this fight. Triple G is throwing a left hook. Oh, uppercut, left hook from Canelo. Very good work right now from Canelo. Triple G is throwing a jab. Canelo steps in with his jab. All right, so Triple G jabbing. Canelo stepping through with his jab. See, there's a difference when Triple G jab and Canelo jabs. Canelo jabs with intent. Triple G jabs with defense. Right hand from Triple G. Jab from Canelo. Back in the center of the ring. Right? So we're looking at both of them right now, right? Back in the center of the ring. Triple G doing defensive jabs. Canelo's pushing the pace. And I just need him to do one offensive supreme push to actually take out Canelo. Oh, smooth right hand from Canelo on the side of Golovkin's head. I think that did some type of damage. All right. Straight jab from Canelo. And Triple G back to jab. Left hook from Canelo. Back to the center of the ring. This is so disheartening. You expected more. You expected them to lay it all out, or one of them to at least come fight harder. Back to jabbing. In the center of the ring. We got 30 seconds left in this round. Triple G tries a left hook uppercut. And Canelo goes right to his jab and is a forceful jab. Like I said, it's a jab with intent. And again, oh, right hand from Canelo. All right, so we have 10 seconds left in this round. Canelo right back to the jab. And Triple G tries to step forward, but Canelo throws a 1, 2, 3. And again, back to the corners. Canelo is winning these rounds off of purely just being active. Just being the more active fighter. And it's not like he has anything to look out for from Triple G. Triple G is not mounting an offense that is conducive to winning. He's mounting a defense that is conducive to not getting knocked out. That's it. He's putting up a good enough fight so that he doesn't get knocked out. And you would think after these people have taken $200 from each and every last one of us, because I'm pretty sure I've watched every last one of these fights, that they will lay it out. At least Triple G will come to either get down or lay down. And this is not it. This is not it. Canelo is, though. Can't take nothing away from Canelo. Canelo is putting it all on the line. That's right. Father Time is looking undefeated. And looks like Triple G has ran into that brick wall called Father Time. Okay. Oh, okay. So Canelo comes out and he double jab, overhand right hand. Triple G gets hit by a left hook from Canelo. Canelo does a short left hook, double jab, short left hook. Canelo's working. Triple G is throwing jabs. Right hand from Canelo. Triple G. All right, left hook from Triple G. They just broke him up from a clinch. Left hook from Canelo. Oh, right hand from Canelo. Beautiful stuff. Oh, right uppercut from Canelo. Oh, my God. That was fantastic. They're back in the center of the ring. Triple G is again fake jabs. Canelo got to go back to work. Got to go back to work. Triple G is not going to do any work. Go back to work. Right hand, jab, right hand from Triple G. Canelo's throwing the more power shots. Overhand right, miss. Right hand to the hip. Left hook, both of them landed a left hook at the same time. Back in the center of the ring. Canelo throws the double jab, right hand to the body. Back in the center. Ooh. Left hook, right hand. Canelo is hitting Triple G to both sides of his body. All right. Nobody wants to throw a punch in the center of the ring. Canelo does double jab, right hand. What is going on right here? Triple G is in punching range, but is scared to let his punches go. Oh, beautiful left hook from Canelo. Oh, beautiful right hand, left hook. Oh, 1-2 from Canelo. This is probably one of his most dominant rounds. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, Golovkin threw a one double jab and right uppercut. All right, Golovkin is finally putting pressure. All right, 1, 2, 3 from Golovkin. And Canelo lands an overhand right and backs him up out of that situation. Left hook from Canelo. 10 seconds left in the round. All right. Golovkin's most active round. But that comes, and that was only in the last 20 seconds. So you got to say the beginning of that round was Canelo's active round again. And then Canelo and Golovkin comes in the last 20 seconds of the round and gives his best performance of the night so far, right? I have no idea. Did he sweat off those last 8 pounds so far? I don't know. And somebody said earlier, some fighters don't carry the weight going up. Yeah, he needs to invoke Kratos at the end of it. I mean, at some point in time, because Canelo is invoking somebody. You better be bold to the great. He better do something. All right, here they go. Round number 9. Would you believe this? Round number 9. I told y'all, I ain't seen no knockdowns yet. Why? I ain't seen no knockdowns in the other 2 fights. I don't know. Oh, okay. Canelo's coming through with a 1, 2, 3. All right, Golovkin is fighting now. Somebody must have gave him a Red Bull. All right, he's throwing punches now. All right, so he doesn't want to hold. He wants to throw punches now. And Canelo is right there throwing punches with him. And then in the center of the ring, now they're holding. All right, let's go. Left hook from Canelo, jab. Jab from Triple G, right hand from Canelo. Oh, nice uppercut from Canelo. Canelo's the one that's landing the uppercuts. Oh, overhand right from Canelo. Canelo looks like he's getting upset. All right, nice jab from Canelo. Ooh, double left hook from Canelo. Jab from Golovkin. Nice jab from Canelo. Oh, why are you breaking him up? Move out of the way, ref. Come on now. Let's go, let's go. Come on. Get out of the way. Wasting time. Wasn't nothing egregious. Let's go. Left hook from Canelo. Overhand right from Triple G. Oh, 1-2 from Canelo. 1-2 from Triple G. All right, the fight is heating up now. Oh, Canelo tried to land that overhand right. Triple G. Oh, here we go. Triple G landed a left hook on Canelo. Okay. Oh, Canelo landed a 1-2 right hand. Oh, left hook from Canelo. All right. Oh, jab from Triple G. Right hand from Canelo. Triple G jab. Double jab from Canelo. They're back in the center of the ring. All right. Triple G is throwing the right hand. All right, Canelo, Triple G is stalking. Oh, overhand right from Triple G. Okay. All right. Oh, left hook from Triple G. Right hand from Triple G. He has Canelo up against the ropes. 20 seconds left in the round. Canelo. Oh, left hook, right hand, Canelo. Jab from Triple G. Oh, my God. Here we go. Now we heating up. This is what we talking about. Okay, here we go. Triple G is actually working. Canelo's working too, baby. Let's go. 1-2 from Triple G. Oh, he's stepping on him. What's going on? Round stops. All right, 10 seconds to the round. Man, that was a hard round to count, to score. Oh, my God. Canelo's out for blood is right, but Triple G was working. I think Triple G put in more work in the beginning of the round, in the middle of the round, but I think Canelo was more effective. Do we give Triple G a round just off of GP? Does he have 2 rounds now? And Canelo, still has his rounds. I don't know. I can't call it. But I'm going to tell you this. I would have rather been Canelo than I would have rather been Triple G in that round because Canelo landed the hardest shots. So, again, like that uppercut right there, that right hand, you can't forget the work that Canelo put in, and Canelo put in a ton of work. But Triple G started working. We wanted to see him work, right? We wanted to see him give more. And right now, he gave a little bit more. But who had more in the tank right there? Got to give it to Canelo, man. That ginger dude is crazy. All right, they back to the center of the ring. Canelo lets a left hook rip off his hip. He is not playing. Triple G is right back at it, throwing jabs. Oh, Canelo's 1-2. Triple G throws the jab. Canelo goes right back at it. There we go. Canelo's at this. Oh, left hook from Canelo. There we go. Triple G with the jab. Canelo steps in. Canelo throws a 1-2, and he's backing up Triple G. Triple G is standing right here trying to meet him with the fight. That's right. Nice jab from Canelo. Canelo's definitely in the pocket. Oh, left hook from Canelo. Oh, right hand from Triple G. These dudes is definitely giving you everything that you're looking for. 100%. They squeeze and hug each other in the middle of the ring. This is what I'm talking about. Fantastic stuff right here, people. There you go. Left hook to the body from Canelo. Canelo throws a jab. Right now, Triple G does 2 jabs. Right hand over the top from Triple G. Canelo, double jab, right hand. Here we go. This is what we're talking about. There we go. Left hook from Canelo. Ooh, they are heating up. Later on in the fight, this is what we wanted to see. They're in the center of the ring. Nobody's hugging, nobody's squeezing. Uppercut from Canelo. Canelo tried to throw a right hand over the top. Nice jab. Stepped in. Nice left hook. Come on, work him, Canelo. Let's go. Triple G walks over to the left. Misses wide to the body shot. Canelo steps back, throws a nice jab to the face, digs him to the body. Oh, I think that body shot hurt him. Oh, left hook. All right. There we go. Triple G steps over, pushes. Yeah. Canelo is definitely want to go to the body. Triple G is bent over, hunched over, right hand, left hook. Here we go. Canelo jabs him back. Here we go. Slow down. They slowing down. They hugging right now. There's a lot of activity in that last seconds of those rounds. Here we go. Back in the center of the ring. Nice jab. Back in the center of the ring. Triple G with a jab. Canelo, they hugging again. They tied. Here we go. Come on. Get back to that mode where y'all was exchanging. Left hook from Triple G, left hook from Canelo. Oh, Canelo tries the uppercut on the inside. Try to take his head off. We got 30 seconds left in the round. All right, Triple G throws a left hook inside, nice and tight. Another left hook. Uppercut. Oh, he caught Canelo with a smooth uppercut. He tried to catch him with a right hand. Nice jab. Oh, beautiful jab. Oh, Canelo throws a right hand right down the pipe. He pitched that. He looked like Randy Johnson when he threw that right hand. Ooh-wee. Fantastic stuff. Canelo throws the double jab. That's the new joint. Ooh, short right hand in close. Canelo. Ooh, beautiful stuff. They hit heads, and the round is over. That was phenomenal. Those first 2 minutes were phenomenal. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I came to see, but they gave it to us too late. I wanted to see this from round 1. I didn't want to see it at round 10. Put a 0 on that, made it a 10, not a 1. That sucks. I don't like it. Said Jim's hugging. Y'all out of control. Come on, Canelo. You got 2 more rounds in you, baby. Give me 2 more rounds like that round that you just gave. Let's go. This was some sweet stuff right here. Boom. Straight jab from Triple G. Landed 3 of them. But the problem is his whole go-to is the jab. You would wish that his go-to was the left hook, right? All right, so we're into the championship rounds. Round 11, let's go. All right. Oh. So, all right, they're in the center of the ring. Triple G is going for it. Canelo's going for it. They're right back at it. Very furious with these punches. They're jabbing, high jabbing, right hook, left hand from Canelo. Oh, uppercut right through the middle from Canelo. Straight jab from Triple G. Now they grabbing. They're hugging each other. Get off of me. Don't hug me, baby. Let's go. Back at it. Throw the nice jab. There we go. Come on, come on. Back at it. Canelo throws an overhand right. He misses right now. Canelo, Triple G back with the jab. Back to posturing. Let's go. Canelo wants to land that overhand right, but Triple G keeps stepping out of the way. He's not there to receive the mail. Oh, uppercut from Triple G. Uppercut from Canelo. Looks like Canelo has a cut over his eye. Uppercut from Canelo. Tries to throw a right hand right over the top. Left hook from Triple G. Left hook from Canelo. They're going tit for tat, folks. Uppercut from Triple G. Let's go. All right, there we go. Come on, let's go. All right. Back in the center of the ring. Nobody's throwing nothing yet. Triple G looks like he have motion, but he's stalking him. But he's not throwing the punch. He's not throwing the punch. Jabbing, he's jabbing. A lot of posturing, no punches being thrown. A lot of posturing, no punches. And they stop. Canelo's trying to catch him in between shots with a left hook. Back to a jab from Triple G. And Canelo goes back to a fake of an uppercut. All right. And Triple G goes back to a jab. And they're hugging again. They start off really well. Here we go. All right, left hook, both in the center of the ring. Left hook. Triple G throws a left hook. Right hand, left hook, right hand, and they hug. Again, Triple G, left hook. Canelo steps forward. Triple G, back up, and he throws an uppercut, left hook. Canelo throws a double jab, right hand. And again. Round 12. Told you I didn't see any knockdowns coming. No knockouts. Had hope for it. Hope they were going to sell out. Only thing they sold out was the arena. These two dudes should never fight again. They should never fight again. Should never ever lacing up again. Yeah. It's sad. It's sad because if he would have fought like this from the beginning, we'd have got an outcome that we could all be comfortable with. But unless there's a knockout or a knockdown within this round, which I don't see or I don't predict or I don't think it's going to happen, then we're going to a 12-round decision where Canelo is going to win. All right, so do I want a knockout? Do I want them to give us somebody got to go out on their shield? Excuse me. Back in the center of the ring, Triple G comes back out, and he goes for it. Canelo throws an overhand right. Triple G, smooth left hook from Canelo. Center of the ring. These guys are fighting in the center of the ring. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Overhand right from Canelo. Uppercut. They go to grab, and the referee has to separate them. Separate them. Let's go. Let's go. Get out the ring. Get out the way. There we go. Left hook from Canelo. Uppercut from Triple G. All right, separate them. Separate them. Separate them. Let's go. Get out the way. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Back at the fight. 1, 2, 3 from Canelo. They back to hugging. Come on. Come on. Stop it. Stop wasting time. Fight. Jab from Triple G. Canelo's pushing. Canelo's pushing. All right. All right. There we go. Get him off him. You push him off. That's right. Make him fight. Push him off. Push him off. Push him off. Come on. Separate them, man. Come on, man. You don't get to the last round and start the hug. Let's go. Good body shot from Canelo. Good right hand from Triple G. Separate them. Be fast on the separation. Come on, ref. Left hook. Triple G. Left hook. Canelo, left hook. Trying to go for a right hand. Right there in the center of the ring. Pushing. They're back to squeezing each other in the center of the ring. This is not what I wanted to see. This is not what I'm about. 1-2 from Canelo. That was nice. He leaned in, caught him with a left hook, right hand. All right, separate those two. There we go. Back into the fight. Let's go. Jab from Triple G, left hook from Canelo. And they're falling into a clinch after clinch after clinch. And they really, this sucks. This sucks. Left hook from Triple G. Throw the freaking punches. Right hand, let's go. Everything is arm punches right now because you're tired. Let's go. But fight, though. But fight. Back to clinching. Separate them. You got to warn them, man. You got to stop this, man. Right hand. There we go. Left hook, right hand. That back to clinching. Canelo's doing the majority of the clinching here. He's tired. He can carry the fight the whole damn night. And Triple G is trying to come on, but he doesn't want to fight because he goes right into a clinch as well. He separates them. 30 seconds left. All right. Here we go. Back into the center of the ring. 1-2 from Triple G. Back into a clinch. This is the most anticlimactic last round that you can ever see. Left hook from Canelo. They're going to fight at the last 10 seconds of the round, right? Yeah. Fight is over. You got to give the fight to Canelo. That was so weak, I didn't even finish my drink. They made some more money. Triple G showed absolutely nothing. He was better in the first fight. He was better in the second fight. He was completely out of it in this fight. He did not have any of that zip, any of that pizzazz, any of that nothing. He didn't have anything, in my opinion. He gave some in the, the last 3 or 4 rounds. He fought the first 2 minutes of those last rounds and sputtered out at the end. There's no other outcome but Canelo winning. There's no other outcome. And if there's another outcome other than Canelo winning, it's bogus. But I don't cap for Canelo like that, but there's no other outcome but Canelo winning. I would love to see Canelo versus David Benavidez. I would love to see Canelo versus a Charlo. I think they will fight all the way through. I think David Benavidez will fight all the way through. I think Jamal Charlo will fight. I think Andrade would fight. I think these guys would fight all the way through. So, if Triple G fights any of those guys, I think he gets knocked out because as much as Canelo was fighting, Canelo didn't want to, overextend himself too much. Because for the last 2 rounds, the majority of the clinching, you got to say, was done by Canelo. But again, Canelo did the majority of the work of the whole damn fight. So, of course, he's going to be tired. Let me see. He royally blew it. You said Charlo. What Charlo gets cooked by Canelo? Any day that you want to come to this stream, this stream, when Canelo fights Charlo, which he won't ever do, but any day that happens, whatever you want, you put your knees up right there, and I want a signed, sealed video of your knees. You are out of your mind. You said both? Don't have a man. You are out of your mind. Out of your mind. But again, this was cool. It was decent. It was all Canelo. Much respect due to Canelo. Much respect due. It was a beautiful display of his powers. Yeah. 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 So Canelo won. Beautiful. You know, there's nothing more that needs to be said. That was absolutely Father Time walked in on him, tapped him on the shoulder and said, "You ready to go? We out of here." So they made money together. That's what they did. They made money together. And all I can say is God bless. So fantastic stuff, people. This stuff I love so much. I want to thank every last one of y'all for coming out, hanging out with King, the professional fan. Easy money. Why didn't Triple G bring the energy early? I have absolutely no idea. I have no idea. But we have a lot of fights coming up this week. We have Shakur Stevenson that's fighting this week. And then we have, more fights this month. Next month coming up. So we all just got to buckle in and get ready for that stuff. But let me let you go and let me let you go out with that end.
Presents the featured event of the evening. As tonight, presented Boxing After Dark.
Fight talk, can't hit a thing with the lights off. Can't talk heavy with a light jaw. Hold on, one more time. Fight talk, can't hit a thing when your lights off. Can't talk heavy with a light jaw. Might win, might lose, or might draw. Welcome to the combat talk. Haters in love with a comeback salt. If you really want it in the ring, I gon' send the contract off, knock his contacts out. You a field mice trying to take a viper. Ain't no competition in the ring of cipher. Cause I'm spitting venom and I'm swinging fire. Talking pickle peppers, make them pay the piper. Cause I might go left like a rude discussion and deflate your chest like a boob reduction. You be talking like you want a new concussion. Send a dude a custom attitude adjustment. These are fighting words. Better give me that respect that I deserve. For another knuckle sandwich I would serve. Have him tipping, moving like a tire swerve. Out here acting bad, thinking Michael Jackson. Even got his one and only homie capping. You a phony homie, now you owe me action. Have him singing Tony Braxton. And they all wanna talk for attention, but the fame only lasts for an instant. Mama got hands, so I'm bred for the tension. I'ma leave him red, you can dance to redemption.